Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have some massive Pokemon news to go over about Pokemon Home and the future of the software. A new patent has just been filed revealing a ton of new information about it, so we've got a lot of stuff to get into about that. We also have some new potential Nintendo Switch 2 leaks to go over. There's a lot of stuff to break down today and get into, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over all of this new Pokemon Home information. So this was posted on the X-File website, titled Nintendo's upcoming tech hints at never-ending Pokemon journey. We delve into a just uncovered patent that could revolutionize Pokemon's digital legacy. So again, this is a legit patent. This isn't just like a rumor or anything like that. So this is just kind of like a breakdown of what the article goes over. So Nintendo has applied for a patent that hints at integrating Pokemon across multiple games with evolving histories. The proposal describes making seamless updates to individual Pokemon data, linking adventures, and creating continuity across titles, and the approach would shift the franchise towards a persistent world beyond Pokemon Home. So Nintendo has just applied for a new patent that provides a possible glimpse into its grand vision for the future of the Pokemon franchise. The patent outlines technology that could lead to new levels of bonding between players and their Pokemon by making Pokemon persistent across multiple games with continuous evolving histories. So US Patent Application 2023/0356078, titled Content Holding System, Storage Medium, and Content Holding Server, was first filed last year and recently published on November the 9th, 2023, so very recently. It outlines a sophisticated server infrastructure designed to store and update individual Pokemon data seemingly between games. As its core, it is a common area that contains universal Pokemon parameters like species, types, moves, effort values, which obviously are EVs, and experience that remain constant across all games. Additionally, it describes inherent areas that store game-specific attributes, events, and memories, almost like achievements or souvenirs from each region and adventure. So we even have an image here as well about what potentially could look like and stuff. And I don't know if this is like the thing after Pokemon Home. So obviously we had Pokemon Bank, and then we've got Pokemon Home, and then this is like the future. Or if this is just going to be like a massive update for Pokemon Home, and this is what it's going to look like potentially on the next Nintendo console. I don't really know. I mean, I don't know when this is going to go live or anything like that, or if it's even all going to be an actual thing. This is stuff that they are clearly working on in the back, which is regarding Pokemon Home. So all that sounds great, right? But what does it actually mean, and how is it different from the Pokemon Home we currently have? Well, the new tech appears to build on and significantly extend Pokemon Home's features, perhaps setting the scene for what Home could become in the future. So again, not sure if it's brand new software or just what Pokemon Home is gonna eventually become. But while Pokemon Home serves as a reliable repository facilitating transfers without altering the essence of Pokemon, this newly outlined system is designed for dynamic interactions. It can update individual Pokemon data in real time, reflecting their growth, learned behaviors, and changes prompted by their environment. It allows Pokemon to integrate seamlessly between games, carrying over their intrinsic traits while adapting to the new regions, which would be very, very useful, because there obviously have been issues between Pokemon Home for like Gen 9 and Gen 8 and stuff, and like transferring Pokemon in between the games. There's been issues with like abilities and stuff like that they've had to obviously update recently. This seems like it just wouldn't have any kind of issues at all, and it would just like seamlessly just allow all these like trades and stuff to happen between the software and the games. So for example, transferring your treasured Pikachu from Pokemon Sword and Shield would update Pikachu's data depending on the destination game. Pikachu's core stats and biography would remain in the common area, while region-specific details like gym badges earned in Galar would populate the Sword and Shield inherent area. So unlike Pokemon Home, which primarily functions as a transitional bridge for Pokemon between games, Nintendo likely has plans for a system where Pokemon aren't just transferred, instead they evolve and grow based on their experiences across different titles. This evolution is far beyond just statistical changes. It would include behavioral adaptations, memories of past battles, and reactions to previous trainers. So it would just make a Pokemon seem like more realistic because of what they've actually been through. It wouldn't just be data at the end of the today, this Pokemon would literally have characteristics and stuff depending on like where it came from, the battles that it's been in, and the journey that they've been on. So it sounds really, really good, to be fair. It sounds super futuristic, but this is clearly like the future of what they're going to be doing. So the painting even suggests ideas like Pokemon aging between eras and limited edition regional form Pokemon that adapt to new habitats when transferred. That's just so crazy. Like, imagine having a Pikachu that you got in like, I don't know, Diamond and Pearl, and you've transferred all the way up to like Scarlet and Violet. It would literally have like an age and stuff. It wouldn't just be like, I know that you've got like your date and stuff that it was first like met and everything like that, but the Pokemon would literally have an age now. Like the software would literally know the Pokemon's age and stuff like that. For instance, your Alolan Raichu could become Galarian if moved to Galar, which is even crazier. Like, that would be insane to be able to like change a Pokemon's form depending on like where they're going into and stuff. The painting paints in the vision of a dynamic, persistent world where Pokemon progress episode, I don't even know how to say that word, with players across multiple stories and franchises. Emotional bonds between players and their Pokemon would be strengthened exponentially, accumulated over years of shared adventures. This is a fundamental shift in the philosophy of Pokemon game design. The new patent redefines Pokemon from being mere game elements isolated within individual titles to becoming continuous characters with rich, dynamic legacies. It would transform the franchise, thrusting it into a new era where the connection between players and their Pokemon stretches beyond a single game, weaving through the entire tapestry of the Pokemon universe. Pokemon would grow into true virtual life forms, living, breathing creatures with histories that persist between games. It sounds really, really good. And again, I don't know when this is going to be out. I don't know when like the kind of like this is just a very base idea. This is what the patent is basically saying. A lot of this is just kind of what we're expecting because of what the patent is saying and stuff. But I could see this being a thing for like Gen 10. Maybe when Gen 10 drops, like, which is obviously a massive generation, they drop this as well, which would just revolutionize Pokemon. Like, all the Pokemon that, you know, are going to be like new and stuff in Gen 10 would now become like even more realistic and stuff because of this. I don't know if it would affect previous Pokemon. I'd like to think it would. But I don't know, the future for Pokemon, if this is all like what's actually going to be a thing, sounds really, really good, and I'm really excited to see how they kind of like do it all. But what are your thoughts on this? Does it sound too good to be true, or would you just like can't wait for it? Also, these aren't Pokemon, by the way. These we're not going to get like a new rat in Gen 10. I mean, we might, but like this isn't like a leak to the Pokemon that are going to be in Gen 10. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of that. And then finishing things off, we have some new potential leaks for the next Nintendo console. So we went over this recently. So this Ryu person here, again, apparently their track record is so I mean, this thread that we've gone over, like I say, that they've posted stuff about loads of different things, like Samsung stuff, Pokemon stuff, Nintendo Switch stuff, all of that. And their track record is basically all of the Samsung stuff has been confirmed to be true. So that is why, like, they could potentially be true. Like, this could all potentially be true as well, because some of what they say has been confirmed. Obviously, nothing has been deconfirmed yet, because what they're talking about here has not been out yet. But they do have some sort of legitimate source in terms of Samsung, so hopefully it could be with like other things as well. This is obviously what we went over recently. Like, the next model of the Nintendo Switch will be Nintendo Super Play. Like the Switch, it will be played with a game chip. It will have the same button structure as the Super Famicom and will maintain the existing concept of being able to play both inside and outside the home, but will not use a dock like the Switch. So that's obviously something we covered recently. Not having a dock is obviously really weird, but there's some more information as well, saying Nintendo is developing the next generation Switch. It is linked to the existing Switch series chip and focuses on improving the console. The display size is the same, but the display weight is reduced. So that is obviously about the new Nintendo Switch. And again, this is kind of theorizing it all now, just saying, you know, next generation Switch is in development, traditional Switch series chip integration focused on console improvement, same display size but reduced display weight. And again, is this leaker legit? He always matches the Samsung one, but a first time for Nintendo. Anyway, he is not a leaker, just a normal user. But as I say, they have got stuff right about Samsung in the past. Potentially that could be Nintendo Switch stuff as well. We'll have to wait and see. But I just can't see the next Nintendo console not having a dock. But either way, apparently the same display size, but reduced display weight. So obviously the console is going to be lighter, but it's going to be the same size. And there's also not going to be a dock, but you're going to be able to take it outside and still play it inside. So it's going to, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how you would take it outside without a dock, but Either way, apparently that's what's going to happen. But that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about all of these new Pokemon Home painting updates and stuff. Does it sound good to you, or you're not a fan of this whole like I guess realistic Pokemon thing? And then your thoughts on the potential Nintendo Switch 2 stuff as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.